We are live with the Goblin-Orc Nation Liberation, Session 3. Do you guys remember what happened last time?
Some stuff.
True.
We fed some lion cubs their mother.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucked.
And father.
We did some science. And father, that's right, yeah.
Yep.
It was made with love.
Then we sold them.
Yeah, and then we sold them.
Well, you traded them, I guess. You didn't get money, you got,
And whatever. The deal's still a deal.
True.
And then, let's see. So we did the cave lions, and we traded them for boots and a spell book. We made it to the troll goblin camp, and basically, Oz jumped down, started swinging.
Oh, nope, one thing happened first. Kit made an announcement to all of the goblins and orcs that they could stand down and live, otherwise we would slay them all.
Not,
True.
but yes.
And that made the fight 1,000 times easier.
I was definitely getting to that, but yes.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. I just was like going through my notes, so yeah. So yeah, that was like a huge thing. Helped us not have to deal with so many enemies, and we even convinced the druid that it wasn't worth it. Like the druid was gonna fight us, and then was basically like, maybe never mind. We severely injured the troll. Druid surrenders. We killed the troll, and we were going to talk to the goblins next session.
Which is this session.
It
Yes.
is indeed.
So yeah. We kind of jump back to you guys getting the killing blow on that last goblin dog and this troll. You guys burnt it. It's not coming back. And there's a bunch of these goblins who've kind of gathered around. A lot of them didn't even participate, but the druid did. He kind of throws his staff down and he kind of looks at all of you and says, sorry about before. He old boss, but now I guess you new boss.
Were we going to try and recruit these guys to Rachel?
I mean, might as well, right?
Is that an out of character question, or are you saying that in character?
That is an out of character question. Well, I'm
I
not
feel
the
like we might
persuasive
just-
one.
I thought goal was to liberate. Whatever
Yeah, and if they
liberate
want to join
means.
us, why not?
Liberate mean make them slaves.
No, we don't want to be slaves, please.
If you want to join us, you are welcome to. If not, you can figure out your own next steps.
You strong, we join you. We fight for you now. You tribe
Right,
leader.
but I'm saying you don't have to. I just want you to know that you can, but you are also free to leave.
Kind of scratch
We'll
his
lead
head.
them though if we don't.
You not kill us if we try leave?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wait, he realizes he's speaking common, then he switches to goblin. So you can stop talking in broken common. You all understand me, right? You speak goblin?
I do.
I don't.
Oh, he sees people shake their head when he starts speaking goblin. He switches back to common. Okay, sorry. I thought you speak goblo, but maybe not.
They do.
Okay. So you saying we can leave and you not kill us? You no lie about that?
Correct.
Really?
Correct.
He not seem so sure. Which one of you boss?
She
Or
is.
she? I not tell sometime.
She's confused sometimes.
I confuse sometime.
She right, I am
I'll,
not boss.
I'll say, we've got plenty of meat from this troll.
So if you would like to leave, more than welcome to know. What do you want to do?
He turns to the goblins and starts speaking a language I don't think any of you know.
I'm gonna start prepping the troll for dinner.
Check my sheet because...
Yeah, I'm checking your languages. Nope.
Surprising.
Yeah, it's a weird language. It almost sounds you hear like an odd like chirp, a little squeak here and there. It just sounds a little... It's a language you haven't heard before, that's for sure. But all of them kind of nod as he speaks, and then he turns back.
He's speaking Tengu.
No.
Oh.
He turns back and he looks at all of you and he says, "They all agree that if you not try to kill us for leaving, we leave."
This not your home?
Nope.
Where your home?
Back in woods.
On mountain goblins? That thing?
No.
Oh. I don't know.
Okay, thank you for not killing us.
In Goblin,
Really?
No problem.
I will describe the city of Rachel and let them know that it's a free city now.
Yeah, in Goblin, he'll respond, "We no trust humans."
So goblins took over the place I used to be enslaved. In Rachel. Maybe
Goblin?
part of same tribe. You free to ask.
Goblins enslave you?
No, goblins not enslave me. They kill slaver.
Oh, Goblin free you.
Yes. Well, yes. I ran away because goblins wanted to make me slave.
Oh. That not us, Goblin.
Okay.
But then he'll switch back to Goblin and say, yeah, we don't trust the cities. We're going back to the woods. Humans are
All
fucking
right.
crazy.
I don't disagree. But
Wait,
I
what are
guess
you
we
guys
say-
doing? Why'd you come here and kill this guy?
Because we were asked to by some guys in Rachel.
You taking orders from humans? He squints his eyes at you.
It's more like a job.
Ugh.
Why'd he make that face?
He wanted to know if I was taking orders from humans.
We take orders from nobody.
True.
Well, I take orders from her.
A few of them chuckle, and they start leaving. All right, thank you.
I'll just-
Really?
Yes, really.
I'll just reply to the one I was talking to and just say, we're trying to get rid of the slavers so that nobody has to be a slave.
Very good idea. Good luck with that. We go back to
Yep.
forest. Bye-bye.
Good luck to you.
Enjoy.
So we wait for them to get a little ways away, right?
No. Isn't this trouble more than enough for you?
I'm hungry.
Look at how much meat this is. You're not gonna eat this whole damn troll.
I was gonna say, goblins aren't very good eating. There's not a lot of meat on those bones.
Good exercise. They run a lot.
Do I run a lot? I do not.
I don't know. Let me try chase you.
I will sit back and watch this. This sounds entertaining.
Fine, I just cook.
Who has the highest take 20 perception in the party?
Nope.
I have a +8.
Okay, 28. And can anyone beat a 28?
Let's see. No.
Nope. Okay. 28 is enough. Dot, you guys can all be looking around the camp for the if you forgot or if you remember, there were some stolen goods you were supposed to recover, and there are indeed some crates of iron that you can find.
These crates of what?
Crates of iron ore. It needs smelting and refining, which is, I guess, give me an in check, or you can yourself speculate what they're doing with iron ore. Yeah, that's enough to know, like, it's an oddity that they need a sophistication to smelt it down to make weapons or to utilize it somehow. But there's no furnaces here. There's no you don't see any way that they're using this iron. I mean, you did see that they did have a bunch of iron weapons. You look along the troll. He does have let's check his inventory. He's not using any iron. I guess, I don't know how close you looked at the goblins, but a lot of them had, like, iron-tipped arrowheads. Some of them had iron swords at their sides and stuff that looked freshly made. But they all left now. But, I mean, I don't know what you wanted to do with their weapon anyway. But, yeah, you can search their tents, and there's no leftover weaponry anywhere. But you do see, like, half-open crates. Like, some of the ores are gone and stuff like that, but some crates are left closed, like they didn't use it all. Some crates are like half full, 3/4 full, a quarter, like it's like a sporadic usage. But you've recovered most of them. It seems like they may have only had the supplies for, I don't know, it's hard to tell. How did they even make weapons? Did they make weapons? Are they just trading it? These are just questions.
Carry all this.
Yeah, there's about 6 crates that are quite heavy. Let me do some quick maths. I don't know how you plan on
you can carry up to 800 pounds.
Yes, but logistically, how are you carrying all these crates? You can't just stack them up and walk with them. You'd have to do something.
I can't. It's just not a good idea.
Would we have gotten the impression that maybe they were stealing it for someone else?
Perhaps. I don't know what would lead you one way or the other. But let me just check what's in these tents to see if you find anything else with your perception.
No, really?
Yeah. Not changing my mind.
Right.
Get back to the troll.
I am.
You do find something interesting, or at least out of the ordinary. Out of all the random oddities you find in the tent that isn't interesting, you do find a scroll. When you unroll it, or you can tell me what you do, it's a rolled up scroll that clearly has been opened before. It just kind of has re-rolled naturally just because it's been pre-rolled before, kind of thing.
I would take a look at it, see if I could figure out what it was.
So you would unscroll it?
Yes.
And you try to read it?
It's a curse.
It's got explosive runes.
Probably, but I would be trying to cast Identify on it.
Okay. Identified. Plus 10 spell characters need to identify the properties of ground and magic items in your possession. The spells don't allow you to identify artifacts. And you rolled the spellcraft previously, so that's a 35, yes. This is interesting. So it's not a magical item, but there is magic present on the page. But when you read it, as you unrolled it, after you're done identifying it, it just lists, it's like a random list of things. So it says, like, acquire 1 spear, then go to the woods and hunt a boar. It says, like, stuff like this. It's like a list of to-do things, but it doesn't make any sense to you. Like,
it's a ritual.
Maybe. There's no clear...
I don't know that, but...
It's just a one-page scroll, and it just starts like that. It just, like, the very first word says, go do the following. Hunt a boar, like, get a spear,
Like
hunt a
it's
boar.
instructions.
Kind of, but then, like, it just keeps going, and then the last line is, like, and then climb a tree. And then it just ends. And, like, the list of things mean nothing to you. Like, it all
And
seems
it's
random.
the words themselves that are magic?
The whole thing is like, the scroll is just radiating.
Keep in mind this functions as detect magic, so she can make a check, knowledge arcana, I think, to get the school.
Okay.
Sure.
I think I'll do that.
The strength is dim. The school...
Oh.
Yeah, not a good check.
Yeah. Detect magic. Let me just read that again. Aura is faint. And to get the school is 15 plus spell level. So yeah, you're not quite sure what school is there, but you can tell there's 2 auras present on the page that are kind of mixing and going together. So I guess you can
I
make
try
me...
something with that?
Sure.
I try to take a bite out of the corner of it.
Sure, you bite.
Why are you
the
trying to
corner.
eat a scroll?
It kind of rips.
Not protection. Hand it back. Does it taste more delicious than paper normal?
No, it tastes like regular parchment.
Okay. Not as I was told once before, prestidigitation. One day, Gnome gave me pieces of cardboard to eat when I was hungry, but they tasted like meat. Said was prestidigitation.
It's a big word.
A very hard word
Yeah,
to
she
say.
doesn't know a lot of them.
No, but I know that one.
So, I will, I suppose, re-roll up the scroll and just put it in my handy haversack.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can roll 1 per aura, so you failed the first aura, but you can roll again for the second one.
Oh, okay.
A knowledge arcana.
Before I do that,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to...
I thought maybe you were gonna
take a
portent.
swig.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a swig.
How long does it take to cast this spell again? It's just a normal spell, right?
Yeah, I think so. Duration, 10 minutes level.
I hate that it omits the cast time sometimes for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here's the wine. It's okay. We can quickly just check. Because I thought it might take a few minutes. No, 1 standard action. Never mind. Okay, yeah. So you... Tears
Hey,
to
wait,
wine.
can I have some of that? I smell mead.
Sure, you can have some.
There you
Alright. Give me your check with a +2. Or we can just add it on. Oh! Yes, the second aura is universal magic.
Oh, universal magic. That's unusual, I think.
Universal magic.
Yeah, so 1 aura you're not sure, and then 1 aura is universal. They're kind of like interweaved together. But yeah, you can roll the scroll back up and put it somewhere wherever you want, if you want.
I'm just gonna put it in my handy haversack. Maybe have some people back in Rachel take a look at it or something.
Yeah, sure. If you just on your character sheet, can you just add something to indicate that you have this?
Yes.
So we don't
You don't
forget
want to
about
give us the name of it, John?
it? No.
No.
You can just
Okay,
call it, like,
make sure.
mystery scroll or whatever you want to call it. Just make a note where you got it, and so we remember what that it was. Anything else you guys want to look for here? You kind of took a 10, let's just say an hour. You sat down, you were eating, you looked around everywhere. You gathered up these crates in the center. What do you guys want to do with them? What's the plan?
How long does it take us to get here? Day and a half?
It was like a couple of days because we had to make
Yeah.
Yeah,
camp.
it was 3 days if I remember right, and then we got here on the about halfway through the following day.
And about how many? You said it's 6 crates of ore.
Yeah, there's about 6 crates. One is full and closed still, so that you can see like the nails are still like in. You can like see through the cracks of all the ores like piled up and nice and to the top. And then the rest are all like miscellaneously filled in like different volumes.
Maybe we could condense it so it's down to 5.
Yeah, you could condense them down to 4. So now you have 4
okay.
full crates if you wanted to.
So each, how much does it weigh?
Yes, I was looking that up. Iron is quite heavy. If you're filling up each crate, each one will be about 500 pounds.
So that's 2,000 pounds. Is there any like vehicle or anything that looks like how they got it up here in the first place?
You can see, looking in the dirt, that there's a lot of like drag marks. Like it seems like they just brute force like dragged them around and lifted them up. Like trolls are strong. They probably put one on each shoulder and just walking around with them. And the goblins are probably dragging them around with all of them and stuff. How they got all the way here, I don't know. You can see drag marks around the camp, but like when you go start moving away from the camp, it's all stone and stuff, so you can't see drag marks if they did drag it. Or
I will let everyone know that tomorrow I would be able to make an extract that would allow Oz to triple her carrying capacity, as though they were some sort of ant type creature.
yeah, so
That would
comfortably.
be helpful, though. Logistically, I feel like that would still be hard.
Yeah, so each of you could each hold a crate if you can bear the weight, logistically. So you
It
could
would
each.
put me at a heavy load to carry.
My max carry capacity is 75 pounds.
Oh, yeah, no.
Do you have access to Alter Self?
Alter self.
Yes, because I might be able to answer John's question.
I don't have alter self.
Turn into like
Okay.
an octopus or something and just carry them.
I was gonna say no, because then I would drown or suffocate rather. No, I was gonna say I could turn myself into a centaur. Because Alter can only make minor
You haven't shown me
modifications.
that ability before.
I need this Alter Self spell.
Let me look at the spell book and see. I don't think alter self was on there, but let me see if
It
maybe
is
I have
eventually a
chance of
second
learning it.
level. It's a second level alchemist spell. But we didn't level, so
I mean, I have access to second level spells.
yeah. But you need to like find a scroll of it.
Well, we got that spell book, so I was going to look and see if there was
Oh,
something
if it's in that spell book.
book.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I don't think there was, but I
Yeah,
can't
but
remember what was in it.
you could also, you guys have removed the danger here, so you can just let them know at the mine and go get it themselves if you don't want to deal with.
The goblins will be back to take it, I'm sure.
Well, they left. They said they were going to the forest, so
Also, it would be a lot for them to carry.
yeah, they
Goblins
would be able
lie.
to.
Yeah, I don't have alter self, and it's not in the spell book.
But yeah, this is something you don't have to deal with if you don't want to. You could just let the mine know, go get it. There's no one there to, or you could deal with it. I leave the choice to you.
So I feel like I could tie off at least one of the boxes around my body.
You guys have rope to do that?
And carry it. Let me check what
We
I have.
had the rope that we put around the lion cubs. Did we give that with
You
the
gave
lion?
that to
We gave it
him.
with the lion cubs.
Because he wanted the leash. You want to keep them on the leash.
They have a bunch of rope hanging these pendants off these
Those are very thin. They're not a rope. It's like
I know.
string.
John, I was trying. But I know it was reaching.
And yeah, now that you're looking, there is no rope here. So they didn't use rope to bring these crates here, that's for sure. If it wasn't obvious, something about this isn't making sense to you guys about how this whole thing is working, but...
I mean, they had a troll. The troll could just... plop.
True. Very true.
Then large lasted longer. It wouldn't be like a really big deal for me to move them.
I mean, we could just bring what you can feasibly carry and then let the folks at the mine know that the rest of it may or may not be here.
Or you guys can make multiple trips. You can do it yourself. Or, yeah, whatever you want to do. You weren't specifically told to bring these back. You were told the point of retaking this area was to get these back. It wasn't explicitly told you to bring them back, but that's the goal of them, of Ronald.
If I start looking around this place, like just wandering around, is there somewhere that I think we could hide these containers?
You could hide them in the tents. If you really wanted to, you could, I guess, go, there's like, down here, there's like an underpass, like underneath the rock there. Like you could go to the ladder, jump them down, and bring them underneath this thing here, so that someone would have to like go there to see them. You could hide them under
like,
there.
If I walk to here, and I want to test this, so I'm going to lift up one of the boxes because I can easily lift it over my head, and I'm going to not over the edge, but I'm gonna take and just throw it onto the ground and see how the box holds up when I like drop it onto the ground from my head height.
To
from above
down
my
here?
head height. No, I'm from where I'm standing right now. So
Oh,
I'm
you just want to pick it up
in
and
the
then
center first, and then just drop it and see if the box holds up or if it just like breaks to pieces.
Yeah, it crashes to the ground, but it maintains its structure.
Okay. So then I will walk it over here, walk to the very corner of this, and then like lean myself down, reach down, and drop it. And hopefully it will hold together.
It breaks apart as it hits the ground.
God, Israel! I hate you.
But the ore seems to not roll off the edge, and a lot of the ore just scatters around the area, but the crate is now destroyed. But you have extra crates, because you consolidated, so there's other crates there if you want to fill it back up.
Well, I need to get them down there, because I don't want to carry a crate down a rope ladder. That sounds terrifyingly bad. So I'm going to walk over, grab another crate. If I have to break all the crates, I don't care. And then I'm going to try to drop this crate in a slightly different spot to try to... And I'm going to, like, again, lower it down far enough.
This one, you see some of the wood splinter and crack, but it maintains.
Okay. Then I'm going to go grab another one and try to drop it on top of that one.
Yeah.
And then the next one I'm going to keep stacking them onto each other.
Oh yeah, you landed that one nice. They 3 are stacked on down there.
All right. And then, yeah, the last one, try to put it right on top.
Well, the last one's broken and ore's everywhere on the floor.
Okay. So then I will go around and I will climb down the ladder and I will move those into the crevice that's down there to try to hide them away.
Okay.
And then I'll come back up and I'll take down one of these tents and I'll throw the tent over top of it. And then I will take the hide of the troll, like whatever I can't use for meat, and I'll just throw it on top of it as well.
Okay, you can do that. So it'll take maybe an hour or so to do all this.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to do while your friend's doing all that? Or you guys can help, I guess?
Yeah, I would help.
Yeah.
I would probably be just like poking around the tents, checking things out, just, you know. I'm not very strong, I can't really lift much, but
Make sure we
Curious.
didn't miss any loot.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like the most valuable things here is the iron ore. You guys can pocket a few to sell.
Yeah, I am planning to do that. As I'm scooping up some of it, I'll take about 10 pounds of it.
Okay.
You could carry more.
I could carry more, but I don't need more. If other people want me to grab more, I can grab more, but...
I would say grab as much as you can comfortably, right?
Then I will grab 50 pounds of iron ore.
Okay.
And I'll just throw it in the bag of holding.
Alright. Anything else you guys want to do here before you head out?
I mean, do we want to, like, what time of the day is it?
Yeah, good question.
I can't remember what time you guys got here.
I thought we got here late in the day. That was what I thought.
Okay, so it's approaching like late afternoon at this point.
Do we want to just, like, make camp here and then start back, like, first thing tomorrow?
Fine with
I'd be
me.
fine with that.
You
Probably
even
a good
have tents
idea.
to rest in as I start setting up ours.
We're
Very
obsessed
nice.
with
Yeah,
that
you
cat
guys
girl.
can sit around. Do you guys make a fire here? This is probably the safest camping location you can have. It's a nice little secluded area.
I mean, I had to make a fire already, but I went out towards the ledge to make it. So, like, the fire is out here with the troll carcass. Or the troll meat, rather.
Yeah. Do you guys have any discussions around the fire that you want to chat about, or do we kind of want to just fast forward to the next morning?
This was a good fight. I'm happy to fight with all of you.
Yes, Katara seemed to really help put the fear of Forno in those goblins.
She puts lots of fear in lots of things. She's good at that.
So what's our plan? So we'll get back, in a couple days. We can sell the iron ore. We'll let them know about the other ore that's here. What do y'all want to do next? Do you want to go for the next easiest combat, or what's
I
the
think
design?
that would be a better idea, you know. Go just like go in terms of difficulty and distance.
Okay.
Well, next one not even far away. We could just walk over to from here, right?
You mean you want to just do that job while we're out and then go back?
You got enough liquid to heal me up? Then yes. I'm ready to
I
fight.
don't remember how far it is from here.
You guys can. I forgot who had the map. I think it's Gamix. Said
Yep.
they had a
Yeah.
map. Yeah.
Yep, I remember that surprise. Somebody remembered a map.
You guys can pull it out and look at how far they are. It's about 5 miles on the mountain trails.
I can at least make 2 of those extracts to heal you.
I take
Big.
now.
I guess I don't remember if I had. I mean, they go bad at the end of the day, so I would
Yes.
need to make them in the morning.
Oh. Okay.
I can make you 2 now. Are you hurt?
Oh yes, very hurt.
Okay.
Very, very hurt.
Oh, wait, I think I made 1 right for you to carry with you, so I can make 1 more. So.
And John is rolling something that's making me nervous.
Yeah, he keeps rolling stuff.
I don't know if he's just doing it to make us nervous. He's watched enough Koivu to do that.
True.
Okay, so you're giving me 2 of them?
I'm giving you 1 because I gave you 1 before that I think you used in combat last session.
Yes.
So
Okay.
then I have 1 left.
So that's 14 that I will heal.
Down are you?
I'm down by half. More than half, actually. I took a ton of damage. That's what I do. I soak damage. That all you have?
I have some cure lights that I can give you that I made before we. Okay, I will give him the cure lights.
Very thirsty and Kit not satisfy enough.
Jesus.
It's fun because it triggers John at the same time.
It doesn't trigger me. It's just unexpected. I guess I should expect it at this point. But...
All right. So, oh, you sent him to me. Nice. I'm gonna turn them into extracts. I'm just changing the name of them so I don't get them confused. Six and... Oh, wait, 3. Wait, that shouldn't be possible. Oh no, because these are his potions. I need to. They would be, because these are you made extracts of Cure Light, right?
These are potions. These are.
Oh,
potions.
I don't want to. No, I don't want to drink potions then. But if you hand them to me, I would have drank them. So I guess it doesn't matter. I don't want to waste the things that actually cost us money.
I mean,
I drank them, so.
Yeah, that's no. I mean, that's like all that I have left, really, on me personally until tomorrow.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
hopefully you'll be okay for tonight. That's another good reason for us to stay here.
I'll be fine. I'll sleep. Kill anything in the morning. I sleep early, then I can watch whole night.
It's too bad that the troll doesn't heal us by eating it.
Yeah. Heal self, not heal us. Yeah. Good night.
We're doing our same.
Yeah,
I
what is
gained
the watch
four
order?
more hit or I gained 4 more hit points from those potions because of my feature or my feet. I'm sleeping kind of in the afternoon, and then in the morning or in the evening when they go to bed, I'll wake up and keep watch.
Okay.
And it's slightly more than half now.
Resting early.
All right, John, I can see this. So what's happening? I see cave wizards.
What?
Yeah, there's a little bar that pops up that says error, invalid function on cave wizard.
Oh, nice.
So I guess we're getting attacked by cave wizard.
Why does it keep doing that?
Wick Avenue.
Yeah,
That doesn't even make sense.
The cave wizards are from Wick Avenue.
Oh, got it.
So is Oz the only one keeping watch the whole night?
I'm gonna die.
No, I mean I'm gonna also.
I'll take shifts.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys will do regular shifts, but I'll be up the whole night.
Wait,
Probably
why
for
are
the
you?
best because I don't see well. Because I went to sleep early. I went to bed early so I can just be up.
Okay.
So sorry. So Oz is up the whole time, but everyone's taking rotating shifts anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who is on the shift in the middle of the night?
I would request to be either beginning or end, just because I'm a spellcaster. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like
I can take the
Cat would
middle.
be in the middle. Yeah, because both of the 2 spellcasters have to be on the ends.
Wait, did you call me Cat?
Kit, sorry.
I don't even know my name. Ugh,
Yep, because it's
I
only the
can't
3rd
share
game we
Cat
played.
with you.
No, I don't want that one.
I mean, you only know my name, and I've dated you for 6 years, so...
I know your name. Charles?
Yeah.
So who's on watch in the middle of the night?
Me.
Me and
Katara.
All right, both of you give me perception checks.
Strong marshals. Yeah, okay, John. Both of you.
Nice.
Sorry.
-1.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Oz was preoccupied with something or other. What's Oz preoccupied? Why doesn't he or she?
Oz spends too much time sharpening the axe and being very careful about it. Always wants to have like that perfect blade edge. I don't want to like running the finger across it. I don't want just a small cut. I want to see like a good amount of blood coming off with a single finger run.
In Orcish, Katara, you hear a whisper. It says...
Of what?
It says in Orcish, Oz, you don't hear this, but Katara, you hear a whisper in the wind that says, "I'm here. Bring me the page."
I'm gonna nudge Akazira and say, "Did you hear that?"
I didn't hear anything. Still not sharp enough.
Someone said in Orcish, "Bring me the page." I wonder... The only thing I can think of is that scroll.
Yes, the scroll. Bring me the scroll. As
Who are you?
discussed. Oh my. Did the troll not tell you what to do?
Who do you think I am? Come here.
Wait, who are you?
That's what I just asked you.
Where's the troll?
In my belly.
You start hearing spell casting. Oz, you hear this. It's loud, pronounced.
It's wake up time!
Yeah, you guys can be woken up. Give me a spellcraft check. As you wake up to hear the loud words of the spell that you have no idea what it is.
No, we're fucked. Hopefully it's teleport.
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave the suspense hanging. There's no... You ready the blades, you look around, nothing happens. No more words come. It must have been a teleport or something, but there was a spell cast and you don't hear anything else now.
We don't hear the distinct...
That was...
You don't have that sound effect on file, John?
I was looking for it, but I didn't see it.
Okay.
But yeah, you do hear some ethereal matter just like dematerializing and...
I think they're gone.
I'll walk around the area just to see if I can see anyone.
I'll go over to where Oz and Katara are and be like, "What was that?"
Don't
Good
know.
question. Somebody trying to get that paper from your bag.
What did you tell them?
I asked who they were, and then they realized we weren't somebody working with the troll. And then they cast them. And I think they're gone now. So, maybe they teleported.
Well, there's not much we can do about it now, I suppose. Although, if
Yeah.
they have magic, then they could be listening into this conversation.
Yeah, maybe they're invisible and not teleported.
Sounds hot.
And you told them you were pregnant with the troll's baby?
Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a
If
baby.
that's the interpretation they took of the troll is in my belly. That's Just a whole nother level, but who knows?
I didn't realize orc reproduction worked that way.
If it is, I should be pregnant by now.
Dot, can you give me a perception check?
Yes.
Very nice. And you have what, a handy haversack?
I do.
Let me read this item. The packaging of the wearer. When the wearer reaches into his top, this is archery gaining physical item versus move action. Interesting. So with that perception check, you feel a rough tug at your bag. And then, like, as soon as you, like, look and see, like, feel the tug, it, like, stops, and then...
Oh, they are invisible.
I go
Something just grabbed at my... Yeah, someone just tried to grab my bag.
Hold on. Yeah. Can I smell them?
Yeah, let's read scent.
If I get closer, can I smell them?
This special quality... This was a creature detected to sniff out hidden foes and track by sense of smell. Can identify familiar odors just as humans do familiar sights. Strong scents such as smoke can be detected twice the range. When a creature detects a scent, the exact location is not revealed, only its presence somewhere within range. The creature can take a move action to note the direction of the scent. When the creature is within 5 feet of the source, it pinpoints the source location. So yeah, when she feels this tug, you start sniffing. You definitely do smell the presence of an enemy. Some strange scent is among you. You can use the move action to search. You get the direction. It's near Dot. You can run near her.
I'll try to move towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go sack around in the air.
Yeah, you all immediately start like searching for. As you do that and you start sniffing, the direction starts changing and shifting, getting further away past Dot. So you can
I am going to run towards the entrance.
Yeah, you can sprint towards the entrance. The direction's still straight ahead, and it's not revealed, so you're not within 5 feet of the creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stand in the entryway.
Yeah, you keep sniffing, and it feels like it's getting fainter and fainter in the direction away from the camp.
So like the cave entrance, right?
Yeah.
It's going out of the mountain, or
it's going in toward the mountain range, away from the camp.
All right, yeah. So it's left where the cave, because I thought we were in a cave. So it's leaving.
No, it's like an open area. You guys are in an open area on the side of the mountain.
Got it.
But there was like an entrance to the area.
It likely moves as fast as I do, but I'm gonna I'll follow after it for a little ways. But if it seems like it's always about the same distance away from me, I'm gonna assume I can't really chase it.
It feels like it's getting twice as far away from you as you're moving.
Yeah. I would notice that pretty quickly then. So yeah, I'll pull back and start to walk back.
Give me a. I'm just gonna see you check if you could tell what you smelt.
Probably not. It would probably be int.
Sure, give me an int check.
But I'm not smart. Yeah.
Smelled disgusting to you though.
But yeah, I'll walk back. You still have paper? That's what it was after.
I will. I'll reach into the handy haversack and think of the scroll.
Whoop! It pops up to your hand.
I still have it.
Okay, give it to me.
I'll give it to him.
Her.
Her, sorry.
What are you doing with it?
I'll put it in my bonus nature's pocket I get for being female.
Are your bosoms that large to submerge the scroll? I mean, it's like this...
I wear very tight leathers, so.
Okay. All right, you can squish it in there, in front of everyone. Yeah, it's
just
quiet.
Keep here until we leave.
Yeah, no, I mean, they'll still be targeting my bag unless they somehow are listening in now or watching, but no way to tell.
Well, there is a way to tell because, well, not in terms of listening, but in terms of if they're there still, because Oz does not smell them in the camp anymore.
That would be if they were physically there. I was meaning more like scrying.
Yeah. Well, none of you made a will
Let's get
save,
back
so.
to rest.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, you guys can bed down and awake the next morning with no other issues. Brand new day. What are you guys doing?
Well, we ready?
Yes.
Wait, don't you need some more healing?
Yes, we actually. Good idea. I see if I feel more
Do
healthy.
that before we go.
I will hand him 2 extracts of Cure Moderate. Her.
Okay. Put these back up. And drink the first one. Nice.
Very nice.
That is good enough. So I'll hold on to the other one. Very good. I feel much better.
I'll also hand her a enlarged person and a true strike.
Oh. These were good.
What is the plan now? Heading to the mines, letting them know you hid the ore for them to pick it up, or are you just heading back to the city, tell Ronald?
We gonna kill the rock troll?
Or are you going to the rock troll?
Or rocks, or is it troll or giant or whatever?
It's a rock troll.
What do you want to do?
I mean, I like the idea of going back first, but since we are so close,
Well, maybe we should
Because it
go
does
back
make sense.
first, because that way we can find out more about this scroll.
Oh,
yeah.
so boring.
And then you could let this ore down too, so you're not carrying it all over the place.
I'm not carrying it. Leave here. We go tell people
You
where
were
I
gonna
hid.
carry 50 pounds of it, though.
50 pounds is nothing. I carry 50 pounds with my... Never mind.
Oh, God.
I think it's a good idea to investigate the scroll first, since we tried to get it last night. Who knows if they might still be somewhere in the area and keeping an eye on us.
It was a
But
good idea to
monster's
have...
right there. We kill. Then we go. We do in 5 minutes.
There'll be plenty of things for us to kill on our way back.
Yes. But why we do 3 times killing of worthless things on roadway? And sometimes Kit like, no, kill those ones.
Well, what if we get to the rock troll
So
and
hard.
it says no, kill the rock troll?
Why would Kit say that? We
I'm
all
right
agree
here,
rock
you
troll is
know.
bad. Right? Rock
We're
troll
gonna
bad?
go back first, then we'll come to the rock troll.
Tara, can you give me a will save?
Who?
Katara, please, will save.
Excellent.
I can't hear you. You said give
Will
you
save,
a will save.
please, if you can. Yeah, you for a moment felt like someone was trying to look at you, and you look around, and then the feeling kind of disappears immediately. But you don't see anyone. And now I need a will save
That was
from
weird.
Oz.
Oh yeah, this will
Sounds
succeed.
like somebody was creeping on me.
This is gonna succeed, John.
No, you too get the same feeling. A brief moment of someone, you get that feeling of someone's looking at you, but then the feeling goes away immediately.
I like step away from everybody and start swinging my axe around.
You okay there, Oz?
Does it smell? Does it smell?
Yeah, you don't
Smells
smell
normal.
anything. Yeah.
Somebody was looking. Who was looking at me? I felt it.
I think that's what Katara also said she felt.
Yep. This is even more evidence to go back and figure out what to do about this scroll.
Feels weird. Eyes you can't see. Thought it would be much more nice.
Not nice. Creepy.
All right.
Fine, we go back.
It's a good thing we hid the scroll where nobody's gonna find it.
This lame.
All right. The party is agreed to head back to Rachel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After we start on our travels a little way, I am going to move the scroll again. I'm going to take the scroll. I'm going to move it into...
Don't tell me where it is. Just indicate where it is on your sheet, and I don't want to look, so I don't want to...
Okay. Sounds good.
Just put in brackets where you have it or something. For your first day of travel, can someone roll me a D100?
Has Gamax rolled a D100 yet?
I don't
I
think
have
so.
not.
Let Gamax roll. Very nice.
The perfect number.
The perfect 32. Yeah, about 2 hours into your hike down the mountain, you've gotten to the tree line, and you're ready to almost get to that bridge to cross back into Rachel. And that's when, I guess I should get perception checks from the party. See who sees it. It's not hard to see. Dot sees it. Gamix does not see it. Katara sees it. Oz does not see it. So Katara and Dot, you're both, for some reason, your eyes just kind of flickered up to the sky, and you see a raven just soaring in the air. It's gliding, and it kind of is just looking in your direction. It's like coming down at like a 45-degree angle toward you. It doesn't look like it's like dive bombing and it has like talons raised to like scratch you. It just seems like it's like gliding, and you're with your perception check, you can see there's a note on its ankle, and it seems to be flying in your direction.
I'll, like, raise my hand to see if I can get it to come to me.
Yeah, you raise your hand. The rest of the party who didn't see it notices Dot do this, and then I guess looks around, like looks confused, and you can respond how you will.
Gotta kill it.
No.
I don't think so. It's got a note.
Easier to get the note.
Let's not
You
kill
don't need
the
to kill it
messenger.
to get to the note.
You said things would be here. I wait.
Yeah, it only takes a few moments, but the bird, if you raise your hand, it will perch on it quite nicely and scuttle on over you to let you easily access the note on it.
I will think it. I don't have anything to feed it, but
Doesn't
I'm gonna
if you-
smell it. Does it smell like the thing from yesterday?
Ooh. It does. It does, yes.
Hold on. Is from thing from yesterday? Check. Make sure not bad. Make sure note not poison or something. I don't know how these thing works.
But the bird does start to take off once you take the note. Do you want to swing at it? Do you want to, like, grab it?
The bird smelled of it, or the note did? Like, as the bird starts to fly away, and
the
the
whole
note
thing
remains
smells
behind.
like what you smelled last night. The note,
Right,
the
but
bird,
it's like the bird is flying away.
they
Do I
both
notice
smell
like
like
the
it.
smell going away? Okay.
Yeah, you still smell it on the note, and you smell it on the bird flying away.
I swing on the bird.
Oh, shit. Okay. Give me an attack roll. Didn't someone say don't kill the messenger?
This
I
isn't just a
did.
messenger.
It is just a messenger.
I miss it. I miss it wildly.
AC 14. Okay, natural one.
Yeah, I botched it.
You swing as it makes like a squawk as it tries to flutter away, and it flies with more speed away. Unless anyone else wants to swing at it when it's flying.
No.
Okay.
I think nobody else has the same sort of instinct that I have. It smelled like thing from yesterday. Could have been thing from yesterday. You almost let get away.
I don't think it was the thing from yesterday. Crows can't cast invisibility.
I see people turn from one person to another. Goblins that save me, they turn one person to another thing. One of them was a druid, right? If I thought, or a shaman, one of the two.
Yep. They feasibly had that ability to do that.
I'll just be like,
What's the note
well,
say?
no harm, no foul. I'll look at the note.
Is it poison?
Well, if it was, I'd already be dead, wouldn't I?
Not all poison kill.
You just open it up and
think-
start reading it?
Yes.
You blow up.
No. You unroll it, and it's just normal words. Do you want to read?
One of these days, John is gonna hit somebody with explosive runes.
And you read it? It's in common, you can tell.
Yeah, I would read it.
It's addressed to Katara and Oz, not by name. You just tell by the way it's phrased, as it says, to the orcs that were in the middle of the camp last night, and the goblins that carry the note. I need it back. It's of grave importance. I do not know who you are or what you've done, but that paper was in the wrong hands, and now that you've killed the troll, I need it. Please, I am a friend.
John, you make it so hard when I hear this music to not want to just not agree to anything ever said by anyone.
It's not signed, but it does say, please lower your defenses so I may look upon you and speak to you.
It
I
wants
don't
us.
like the idea of that.
Yeah, it wants us to not resist when it tries to talk to us.
You can give me a knowledge arcana. Out of character, you would all know that he cannot scry again for 24 hours anyway, but this note was meant to get to you before that happened, but it unfortunately didn't. But Dot, you are wise in the arcane. You can tell with this message and what they felt, he or they clearly tried to scry upon you or them and failed, and they will not be able to do for 24 hours. So likely they will try again to speak with you. So they are hoping you will allow them to without trouble.
I have idea.
What is it? Involve your axe?
No. If they want watch, we give them something watch. Humans
Oh my
seem to
God,
get
no.
squeamish.
What are you suggesting exactly?
Also, they spoke to me in Orcish. Why would you think they're human?
Magic that can see people from far away? I don't know orc many that do that.
Orcs can have powers.
Sure, but not many. Not like this.
I will say this. Scrying, the ability that they're trying to use is more advanced magic, so it's possible that they are stronger than us.
So do you think we should let them scry on us? I feel weird about that.
I don't know. I'm just saying we may not want to give this thing a reason to attack us.
Meaning you think we should give back the note?
Or at least talk to them. Maybe they will trade us money for the note? I mean, we could at least hear them out, I suppose.
You guys
Max,
can be.
you've been quiet. What do you think?
I think carrying them out is not a terrible idea.
Can they do
What are you
anything bad
thinking?
if they see us?
Would I know the answer to that question?
Yeah, you know there's a 5% per caster level to do message detection spells. Nothing harmful can go through the scry.
I'll relay that information.
But I was just going to say, you guys are discussing as you're walking, so you're chatting about this and you're making travel time. Is there anything you guys want to talk about further, or I can go to the next day?
Nothing for me.
Yeah, I don't have anything to discuss right now.
Can I get a religion check from Gamix?
Religion.
Yeah, you can make it untrained if you don't have it. You might have to go to your actual sheet and click on the skill, because it won't show up if you don't have a rank in it on your summary page. You have to go to actual skills and stuff. Nice. That evening, you guys are relaxing, and on the wind, Gamix, you think you hear something. It's in Goblin. Sounds like some goblins are chatting, or someone's chatting to you. You're not quite sure. It sounds like some goblin chatter. You can't make out the words. You catch every other word. It's kind of like on the wind. It's kind of like when you're sitting in a certain area, but the wind kind of carries people's words a bit. They must be far away, because you just hear as the wind changes, you kind of lose some of the words, but the wind picks back up again, and then you catch a word saying, like, maybe it said Gamex, maybe it said over here, or maybe it said something like that, but you're not quite sure. It seems to be coming from far away, from the east of you, but it's like whispered, and it's like on the wind. I don't know what Gamex thinks of that. It didn't sound like a panic or an urgency. It was just kind of like a whisper, and like you hear like a "ga," and like you don't hear anything else, and you hear "Max." You feel like maybe you're just catching pieces of conversations. Was that your name? You're not too sure. Was it a coincidence? Maybe you're just hearing things. You look around. No one else seems to be.
Gaslight.
You look around. No one else seems to be reacting to the sound of it.
Yeah, so it's probably just in my head.
Probably. But yeah, you guys have a peaceful night. Fire crackling. Profession check to see how good the food is.
Yes.
Very good tonight.
Still
Tasty.
did well.
Yeah, you still have some of the lion meat. You have some troll meat. You guys are eating well on your travels. Anything you want to talk about? Any plans for this scry that's happening tomorrow? What do you make of all this? Do you have an idea who this is? What they want? Do you want to talk about it? Or do you just want to go to bed and figure it out tomorrow?
I think we let watch.
Yeah, I think so. At least we can hear them out. Are you all okay with that?
It's not my favorite, but I don't know that there's a better course, so we can try it.
Alright. We can go to the morning, and the scry attempts do indeed happen. Do any of you resist? Or only the two of you, they only saw, well, they saw all of you. So I guess they try on all of you if someone resists. But they try on the orcs first. Do any of you resist? No?
No.
Depends on who they try first.
They try same order, Katara first.
Okay.
And you said you were not resisting. Excellent. You do hear an orcish voice come over in a whisper. All of you can hear it with a DC 25 perception check. Those nearby can hear these messages with a DC 25 perception
I
check.
can't hear it at all. It is literally outside of my range.
Anyone else want to try to hear the whispered conversation? You do hear some whispers happening. You're made aware what's happening. You know it's likely they're casting a message through.
I mean, I would alert them and say, hey, I hear something.
Yeah, and a whisper you hear, no check needed from Katara, you just hear it, and you are aware that you can reply. And it says, oh, thank goodness, this is in Orcish, thank goodness you got my message in time. Whatever you do, you can't bring that scroll to the city. It's not safe.
Why?
Those who it originally owns to will be soon aware that it's making its way back to the city in your possession. You'll be in grave danger. I can take it off your hands.
What does the scroll do?
It's not so much what it does, but what it says.
What does it say?
I think the less you know, the better. You will be putting
That's
yourself in
very
grave
convincing.
danger by me even mentioning what it says. If you have I think the one I tried to steal from, tell her, sorry, I think I noticed a component pouch on her as well, or a formulae book or a spell book or something. They are probably magically inclined. You should know that the paper has magic beyond a novice's work. It's powerful protections on that thing, for good reason. It contains dangerous things on it. But important.
Why should I believe you?
Well, I could have killed you all and just took it by force, but I tried to...
You say that, but I have no idea.
Did you not see?
You could be a
with a
tiny
utterance
little
of
halfling who just speaks Orcish.
with an utterance of a few words, I vanished from sight. I moved without being heard, and I fled you all without even being caught. You think you would stand a
Look at
chance
this
if I
you
actually
go,
was trying?
okay.
You can give me a sense motive if you want. Yeah, you're not too sure, but the Orcish doesn't sound like a native Orc. There's no like oomph to it. There's no like strength behind the words. It definitely sounds like someone who doesn't natively speak Orcish is speaking Orcish. But that could be saying it could be an Orc who grew up in a city. It could be, it's not to say they're not an Orc. It just an Orc that is from the wilderness definitely doesn't sound like this. Even one that grew up in the city. I think it's best we remain nameless in this exchange. Keep everyone safe. If I'm captured and tortured, I can't tell them your names. And same with me. And you. If you're captured and tortured, you can't give me up either.
I feel like you're not really convincing me.
What can I tell you to build trust?
What this scroll does, why it matters, what words
I
are
told
on
you,
it.
it's not what it does.
Who's after it?
It does nothing. It's what it says on it is what's important. And who's after it? Where do we start? The elves? The humans? Dwarves?
Why?
It could help all of them. The dwarves in the ice-crowned mountains with their newfound hammer. The elves in their walled city now. The humans.
How would it help them?
It leads to great power. Dangerous power. Dark
Okay, so why
magic.
should I give it up?
I thought from my brief interactions with you and the fact that you must have killed the troll, you must be good people, I thought. Perhaps I was mistaken.
Why wouldn't we want good power, a lot of power, just because we're good people?
Like I said, it's dark dark power, dark magic. Not to be trifled with. It's the mere use of it alters one's self to proclivities they wouldn't normally do. Out of character,
What
I'm
are
trying
you
to tell
gonna
you
do
it
with it?
alters your alignment. What did you say? Sorry?
What would you do with it if I give it to you?
I will safeguard it. Destroying it is not an option. It must be preserved, but kept safe. I am the best to do it. I am neutral.
Why?
I don't
Why
favor
should I
any
believe you?
sides. You should believe me because I am one of your own. Us orcs have it tough. We recently
you don't sound
were...
like an orc.
My orc is just a little rusty, I will admit. I was not born in an orc tribe. I had to learn it secondhand. But I am an orc nonetheless. And we recently were liberated from Rachel. I do know this. But the humans betrayed us once. What's to say they won't do it again? And that point aside, there are many people who are looking for that. And if you bring it into the city, you will not be safe.
Can you show yourself to me?
I could do that, but not this day. I prepared my magic to speak with you now.
Come on, you said your magic was so powerful. You could have killed me. You did this, you did that. Now you can only do one thing in a day?
Even those with power have limits. My limits far exceed yours. No offense. I'm sure you'll get there with time and experience. But I've had my days of experience in traveling and adventuring. And now I am self-appointed protector of the realm. One of the many who work in the shadows.
Oh my! Self-aggrandizing much.
Hey, if we're not getting paid to do this, at least I can get some notoriety.
What do you get out of doing this?
What do you get out of with helping take out that troll? There was no money to be made there. Why did you do it?
I mean, we got to eat the troll. We got some loot.
Did you do it just for the loot and food?
Not necessarily.
I suspect you did it for the general sense to do good, which is why I'm trusting you with what I've told you so far. Unless I'm mistaken, but I feel like you are just being extra cautious, which is good. And I agreed. I asked what I can do to show trust, and you listed a few things. I can show you myself, as long as you give me a word. The female with the big axe does not try to chop me down, even with all my power.
Yeah, I can't entirely control her.
Well, then you see why I don't feel comfortable meeting in person.
Please.
As strong as I am, if I give myself vulnerability to one such as her, I wouldn't last too long. Us that wield spells are not too sturdy.
You're an orc, though, you said.
Indeed, but I specialized in the books instead of the axe like her.
Hold, please.
He didn't study
I will
the blade.
Relay,
Yeah,
I will
you,
relay the conversation to the group. See what questions and reactions people have.
Why give him, if so powerful, we could use to help us with what we do?
I mean, what they basically said is it's dangerous, it's dark magic of some sort, and while it is very powerful, it sounds like it could be bad for us, is what they said.
Sounds like we make a lot of money off of it, then. We use
Or
money to
someone
find
tries
to kill
us
whoever
to
buys
get
it. We kill all of them. Are we worried about things trying to kill us?
Anyone else?
So, did he say that we can't destroy it, or that we shouldn't destroy it?
Definitely that we shouldn't. I'm not sure about can't.
you guys do remember
said
that
that he-
Oz did take a bite out of it and just ripped like any other paper.
True.
So much for protective magics.
Wait, you didn't swallow that bite, did you?
Yeah,
You did? Now it's part of you.
yeah.
This
That
gonna
must mean I'm
change your
stronger now.
alignment to ultra evil or something?
I'm now super strong.
We're about to go chaotic, people. Anyway,
I'm already neutral evil, so it's just a huge step.
I would just say, well, I mean, seeing this person might go a longer way towards establishing trust. I mean, it is true if he has the power to cast the spells that he cast, that he probably could have killed us.
They said could, show themselves tomorrow if you promise not to hurt them. I dead stare at you.
Why? What if he does something?
That's
And I heard
different.
him. If he starts to cast spell, will he there?
Not necessarily.
Well, I don't understand rules. Why rules just
Oh.
not? He show up, we cut down, unless he gives all answers.
Because
life
then
is
he
more
won't agree to
complicated.
show up.
We say all kinds of things that he want to hear. And chop chop.
I would say tell him that we won't hurt him unless he becomes hostile against us.
Do y'all have any other questions for them?
I don't have any that I can think of right now, but I'll have a night to think about it, I suppose.
Okay.
I don't like, but I will
coordinate.
agree if this is what we must do.
I will coordinate with the orc that we are willing to see them tomorrow. We are going to keep traveling, so they will need to find us where we are. Also, can we take a break soon?
Yeah, let's take a break now while I think about that. And we are on. We are back, and you guys have just agreed to, or you were discussing as a party, and then you were going to respond to him. Are you done discussing as a party?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. So you can tap back into the whispers.
Yeah, you can come visit us tomorrow. We're gonna be traveling, though. Will you be able to find us?
That will be a little tricky. Based on if you are walking, I can figure out approximately where you'll be. If you can meet at a specific location that I know about on your route, that would help me. And he mentions an area that you are familiar when you passed. He says, so on your second day of travel, you should approximately get about here. And he says if you can go to the shoreline in that area, he knows that area and he can meet you there.
That's where we're getting ambushed, huh?
Is that what you say?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we can make that work.
Excellent. I will see you then. It will be around midday when I can get there. I believe that you should be there around just before evening if you travel all day.
Sounds good.
All right. See you then. And the magic kind of subsides after a few minutes. You feel you are no longer being looked upon.
Well, you should be meeting us tomorrow around where we get to in the evening. We'll go to the shoreline and you should greet us.
Well, hopefully, he'll greet us and not ambush us.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it is a risk. We will be as prepared as we can.
Indeed. You continue your travel for the rest of this day and no issues. The night goes calmly. You can give me a profession check for how the meal goes. And you guys can chat amongst yourselves around the campfire before we go to the next day.
Ooh, roll good food.
Yeah.
Good eating.
That troll was extra tender.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be possible for me to craft some alchemical fire while we're resting? Or while we're stopped?
Perhaps. Let's see. Alchemical fire. Alchemical fire. Is a mix of several volatile liquids that ignite when exposed to air. You can throw a flask of... Yeah, so if you want to forge the ingredients of this in the wild, I'll need a survival check from someone. You can assist them to tell them what you're looking for, but someone with a decent survival is going to need to forge these ingredients. Unless you somehow have something on you.
I do not, but I can do a survival check. Does anyone else have survival?
Nope.
No.
You can try. Doesn't hurt. See what you can forage up. Yeah, with that check, you can find one of the ingredients you know you need, but you need like a few other things in order to get this going, and you can't quite locate the rest of them. So you could try again on another day, but for this day you can't make enough or find enough to make it. But you can write on your sheet that you have one of 3 ingredients to make alchemist fire. on you. It'll reduce the price if you're in the city that you need to craft it in the future. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we go to the next day of travel?
I'll do my best not to cut him down.
Yeah. Don't do it unless I explicitly tell you to.
Okay. Thing I don't know what that word means.
Unless I say, do this, don't do it.
Got it. So unless you say do this, I won't do it. What is it?
Unless I tell you to hurt him, you do not go near him, do not touch him, etc.
These boring rules.
I know.
That's all I got.
Alright. You guys can rest easy tonight. Nothing will disturb you. And you'll wake up to a nice, bright morning. And you can travel. Someone can give me a D100 see if you run into anything on your day of travel before you get to your specified location. Very nice. It is a peaceful travel. The sun starts to set as you guys have a long travel and the shoreline is in sight. He's supposedly waiting for you there. Anything you're going to do before you head to the shore?
Anything you want to prep? Just in case it is an ambush of some kind.
I give Oz the True Strike and the large.
Yeah,
well.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say as well as 2 Cure Medium extracts.
Okay. Yep, that's what I have on. I'll
You
up
take
my
good
Cure
care
Medium.
of her.
And this
She's
is where
the
we
difference
reveal
between
Jess
me
and I
and
work together, and she's betraying the party right now. Those are poison. Sorry, go on.
If it
Yeah,
happens, it
that-
happens.
Session 3, that seems really likely.
She better hope that my plus 9 to fort somehow I still manage to fail. Because if it burns, it goes down like it's not supposed to. If it doesn't burn like whiskey, I'm turning around and cutting her down.
Sorry, Jess, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying that Oz is basically the only thing between me and dying, so
Yeah, I'm gonna I'll carry the extractive and large person in one hand and my axe in the other as I'm walking.
Everyone else, do you have your weapons drawn, or are they sheathed or put away?
I would have it available.
Okay.
I'm just casually holding a bomb for reasons.
And Gamix, I guess you can't really...
Plus,
Yeah, my
Yeah.
weapon is always out.
You're just chilling with the golem fist.
Takes off her arm.
Okay, so you guys approach the beach.
Yeah, just go to the beachhead map.
Can I scout it out first, actually?
If you want to. Do you want to go alone before the party and go stealthily, or
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
if the party agrees, or if you're just doing it, let me know what's happening.
If what you want to do, go for it.
What is
I'm
your
gonna do
stuff again?
Plus 11.
Oh.
I'm small, people don't notice me.
Does Gamix want to join in, or...
Yeah, I'll join in.
Alright, 2 of you are heading up before the party. Both of you can give me stealth checks. Just one check to get to the shoreline unnoticed. Oh! Yeah. both of you sneakily stick to the shadows, jump between rock and boulder, and try to be unseen as you get to the shoreline. And yes, indeed, when you get there, you see the waves rolling into the shore, and you see an orc sitting on a wooden stump, kind of looking out to the sea. Is this the orc you were looking for? Was it a random orc? Who's to say?
Hello. Are you the orc we're looking for?
But they are dressed. They have like a cloak on that has a hood, but the hood is down, and they're just kind of sitting on this wooden stump. They have a few things, like a backpack that's just kind of slumped next to them. I guess you're looking at their back, so you can just see this cloak sprawled. You don't see what the front of them looks like, but you can tell from the head you see and this color of the skin, it's clearly an orc.
You don't see what's in their eyes.
I am going to look around. There's no...
Give me perception checks if you want.
Yeah. There's no, like, obvious signs of, like, other people there waiting to ambush.
If you even want, you can just quickly look, or you can spend 2 minutes to carefully look. You can use a take 20 if you want. But just with those checks, you look around, and yeah, you don't see anyone else on the shore. There's nothing around here. There shouldn't be anyone here, so clearly he's here for this meeting. He must be the one you're waiting for. But yeah, you don't see anyone else. There doesn't seem to be any footprints in the sand indicating like multiple people were walking through here.
Well, that just means that was the part where Jesus was carrying him.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you don't see any footprints in the sand, but it is a little bit windy. Maybe the sand's blown them over. But yeah, you don't see any obvious signs of multiple people hiding or anything. Did you want to sit here for 2 minutes to take 20 and observe carefully, or are you satisfied with what you see?
I think I'm gonna sit there for the 2 minutes. I just kind of want to see what this guy's doing while we're not here. You can learn a lot from watching people when they don't know that you're watching them.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys communicate this to each other at all, or do you just kind of sit there and wait?
I'll do this motion.
Yeah, you both can sit there in silence and watch him. I can see what your take 20s would be based on your checks. Yeah, or that helps me as well. So you would get a 20 and a 28. Yeah, after carefully observing him for the 2 minutes, you don't see anything extraordinary take place. He sits, you see him bob a little bit here and there, but he remains looking out into the water calmly. The wind blows softly. You don't hear anything other than the wind and the waves and the smell of the ocean breeze.
I'll sort of do this motion and kind of like point back towards where we're coming from for us to rejoin our party.
Yeah, one more stealth check just to leave this spot without being noticed. Very nice. Very nice indeed. He doesn't like jerk around or anything. He remains the way he is as you back away and then turn and leave. And you can rejoin your party to get all together.
Seems to be just him. He's just an orc sitting on the beach. Couldn't see any signs of an ambush.
Okay, well, guess we might as well.
Yep.
Do you remember what I said, Aki?
Yes. Cut him down. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna have to handcuff you.
I'm kidding. I know.
Maybe you need to pull out the tent for that.
She would like that, but that's not the time.
Maybe he wants to watch again.
No.
Alright, as a group, you all can head down to the beach. And all of you now see this orcish figure in the distance sitting in the beach. What'd you say?
Hey, you!
You shout that from about 60 feet away as you see him, and he kind of slowly turns around. and raises a hand and waves you over.
Look at the ocean.
Okay, that's not why we're here, but, sure. How about we
No,
talk
the ocean, not the
first?
shore.
He just sits there and waves you on and down.
You
Does
come
this-
over here.
Friends, the water is nice. Come sit. We'll speak here. He turns around and stares at the water. You all paranoid look around. No one's
Taking
rushing
a deep
you.
breath, yeah. I feel like something's gonna appear.
You look around. Axe, potion ready. Nothing's around. Does anyone walk forward? You're
Oh
all-
yeah, I go over to him.
All right. Katara starts walking toward him. It's 60 feet away. Is anyone following?
I'm not gonna stop her, but I'm not gonna follow either.
All right.
I'm gonna stay right where I am.
Oz stays where she is. And what about the rest of you?
I'm using my spider climb boots to climb
No.
a tree.
Actually, I would follow her. I realized something that if this keeps spacing for me, but I know what I'm gonna do when we get closer. When
All
I
right,
get within 15 feet.
All right, you follow behind before the 15-foot thing happens. Dot, you activate your boots and climb a tree.
Yeah.
So you're not going to join them on the beach. There's no trees on the beach.
No, I'm staying, like, I want to be in the tree line, but I don't want to be, like, right there on the beach.
Sure. Give me a reflex save as you activate the boots and you start walking up the tree. Yeah, you just go an extra 5 feet than intended and kind of slip a bit, but you're fine. You're still in the tree. He doesn't turn around and notice this. What is Gamix doing?
I'm gonna follow after the other two slowly.
All right, you all walk as three and then you get
No,
to...
I'm staying 15 feet. I want to stay 15 feet behind Kit.
Okay.
So like as she starts, or no, I guess, no, I would stay close to Kit. I think I'm just trying to debate where I would be, but I think I would be close to Kit. But it sounded like Gamex, you were saying you were following slower.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it'd be like some
Staggered
feet
a bit.
behind.
Okay. So Kit and Oz are kind of side by side, or...
Yeah.
Okay. How close did you want to get? Did you want to just walk right up to him? Seems like Katara's kind of leading that.
Well, at 15 feet, I need to know whether or not I smell it.
Okay, so I guess we get 15 feet. Does she smell him?
You walk 15 feet, and I believe I read this, but I just want to read again. Yeah. The recognizable smell enters your nostrils as you get within the 15 feet.
Okay. Then I will
Smells
keep
gross. Ugh. Then you guys get close, and he...
Yeah, I'll let her get next to him. I'm gonna stand literally behind him.
As you start approaching within like 10 feet, he'll turn around and face you all. And before you is 6'3". He stands up. He's got this cloak on, and he's got what seems to be like a fitted. He looks orcish, but it's odd. I haven't seen like an orc wear like a fitted vest that has like almost like a little bandolier of these little flasks on it. He's got a little side pouch with like 4 scrolls picking out. He's got another thing in his belt that looks like these little sticks, like 2 or 3 sticks, maybe wands. And he's got a component pouch hanging on the side there as well. And he has a backpack, as I said, laying on the floor there. And he opens his arms. He says, "Friends, you made it. Thank you for coming. But there should be 4 of you. Where's
Too
the-
early to say friend.
Ah. Where's
Who are
your
you?
4th? Yeah, you can. It's kind of too early to. What are you trying to sense? What do you want to get a sense of?
I mean, it's probably too early, but like
I would say, hold on. I think you have a reasonable place for this. I would ask if part of what you're concerned with is you thought he wasn't orcish before when you talked to him over the whisper. His orc tone was different. So
yeah,
you could
but
try
he
to
said
sense
that
whether or
was
not
just how he was raised.
possibly, but as you're looking at him, maybe there's something about him that doesn't appear orcish.
You can accompany that with a
Or does it
perception
seem
if that's what your suspicion is. If he's not a real orc,
Yeah.
or are you hinting at you want a will to disbelieve the illusion?
Oh, is that an option?
It is an option. You can always request a will to disbelieve an illusion.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, give me a perception and a will save.
Nope.
He's there. It's real. But yeah, you can give me a perception check to see if there's anything odd accompanied with your sense motive. Yeah, it seems like he is an orcish wizard, as he said. He's got the wands, scrolls. He's got a spell component pouch. He's not speaking orcish right now. He's speaking common to you because he saw that there were goblins among you, and he isn't sure if they speak orcish. But yeah, the conversation resumes, and he says, as you asked who he is.
Sorry, a quick question before you go on. The smell that he has, how different does it smell? Like, I've smelt a lot of combat and a lot of like that smell of musk and blood that's kind of like dried and gotten old. How much does it smell like that versus this smell smelling like something much nastier, like a different kind of nasty smell?
Different kind of nasty.
Okay. So I think before he would say anything else, I would cut him off in an orcish ask, why do you smell worse than boar shit?
Your nose is keen, as is your blade is sharp. The magics I deal with, it probably is left in odor of darkness. This is what I warned you about. You meddle with these things, as I've learned the hard way. It leaves a mark on you. But, you've asked your question, I'm asking mine, and you come here seeking building trust, but where's your fourth? He looks around. She's not going to ambush me, is she? I mean you no harm.
No. No, we're just making sure we are protected.
Can we all talk as trusted people at this point, or do you still not trust me?
We're here,
I'm not
I
sure
haven't
yet.
put you down.
That's true.
Sorry, kid. Very annoying. Go on. Sorry.
I will yell out and let Dot and Gamex know if they want to come out, they can.
Well, you can see Gamex.
Yeah, Gamix is just slowly behind.
Well, come out meaning like come join where we are.
I think 10 feet
Can I-
back is a comfortable distance.
How far away am I from them?
You were about 50 feet away.
I guess Dot will get down and go towards the beach. She doesn't want to go right up with the group, but, you know, she'll at least get a little closer.
How close did you want to get?
I'm going to say within 30 feet of wherever Gamex is.
So Gamix, Michelle, did you say you get the same distance as Whitney and Steve's characters, or where do you get to?
I'm like 5 feet behind them.
5 feet behind. Okay, so Jess, you want to be 35 feet away?
That's correct.
Okay. And you're not trying to conceal yourself or anything, right? Like he'll see you.
No, I'm just sort of standing a little bit a ways away.
Yeah, he'll see you stop and come out, and he'll wave at you, and he says, "Come, so we not need to shout. What we must speak must be, although no one is around. I'd rather speak in a solemn tone instead of shouting to you.
Why do you
over
need to
there.
talk to all of us?
Are you not as one? Or does one make the decisions for you? I'm not.
Kit in charge.
That's fine with
I
me.
mean,
if-
yes, but anyway, continue. We're all together now.
Well, your friend won't be able to hear me well if she's all the way over there, but if you make the decisions for everyone, that's fine with me.
I'll get within hearing range. Like, I'll get closer, I guess.
Yeah, he can. I mean, I guess I'll roll him a thing. Yeah, he kind of looks at you and says, "Listen, we're trying to build trust. I've allowed you get too close to me as a spellcaster never should. Please join me here. You make me nervous, making distances from me. Just join with everyone else. There's no one else here."
Strange, you're
It's just-
more nervous about her being a faraway distance than me being right fucking here.
He backs
Oh
up a
my
bit.
God.
I am quite nervous, but I was given assurances that you would not harm me. Is this? He looks to you, Qatar.
Akazira, calm down.
This is taking a long time. We came here to talk, and now we need everyone to be close? Waste of
This has
time.
been
To
like
talk.
2 minutes.
So
Chill
long.
out.
2 minutes so long.
I have to put you in timeout.
Dot will just sort of do this, and she'll just kind of she'll get, I guess what you would consider comfortable talking distance.
Sure, you can get within 10 feet. Is that okay? He'll be a more... He'll start to communicate once you're, like, within 10 feet. So you get within 10 feet. Your sense motive doesn't reveal much. Everything seems above board so far. He has nothing threatening on him. No blades, no nothing. I mean, he has wands and stuff on him. Or sticks. Who knows? And he says, Thank you. We're trying to build trust. I gathered from your talking you are Kit?
Yep.
And who are you? He looks at Oz.
I grunt.
That's Akazira, that's Dot, that's Gamic, so let's just keep it moving.
I am Dalthu Blackblade. Pleasure to meet you. He does like a little bow. I figured we...
Can
were
you
trying-
put that in the chat?
Sure.
Dalfu.
I figured since we're trying to build trust, we should tell each other our names. Since that is something you requested. Although I'm telling you that it's increasing your endangerment the more you know.
It's ironic since you don't have a blade.
It's a family name. As he looks over at Oz. As our kin, you must be aware that they prefer the sharpness of blades than words.
Yeah, you win out of order, I guess.
Yes. Well, enough about that. The scroll. You still have it?
Naturally.
Potentially.
Potentially or naturally? Is it a yes or no?
Wouldn't you like to know where they're boy?
It's somewhere safe.
Fair enough. What do we need to do to build trust here? I've given you my name. We've met. I've filled things you said. What else can I do to...
What do you intend to do with the scroll?
I mentioned to your friend, but I will repeat. Keep it safe. Hidden.
But
Away
not
from...
destroy it.
No, it would be more disastrous to destroy than to... If you were to destroy it, immediately it would seem like a good thing to do, to the simple-minded. But long term, the repercussions, the ripples of magic, destroying that magic, it will do terrible things. It is...
What if you take a bite out of it, then what would happen? Just in theory.
He looks puzzled. Dear gods, you did not eat it, did you?
I'm just asking a theoretical question. To
Oh.
build trust.
Thank God. Thank the gods. If you were to eat it, I'm
No,
not
just
sure.
take a bite. Just
Oh,
eat one
just a bite. I'm not sure. It's never been done.
Yeah, I mean, why would somebody do that anyway?
Exactly. A very strange thing to do, but I guess I'm assuming one of you may have done it, but it shouldn't be deadly if you didn't
Why
eat the
does
whole
this
thing.
matter?
I don't know. You were asking these hypotheticals.
I think Kitar is just worried for you, Oz.
I'm fine.
He looks
he
looks very concerned.
Akazira a bit of jerky that I have in my pocket to see if that calms her down.
I'll eat it.
Aggressively or
Aggressively, yeah. Taking very angry bites out of it.
Yeah, he takes like just a step backwards. Yes, we before this hypothetical, we were discussing how to build more trust. I told you the dangers of destroying it. My intentions are to keep it safe and hidden. What more do you want to know?
Do you represent any faction or government?
I am part of no government, but a faction of sorts. There are a group of us. Not many. We prefer to work in the shadows, not to let our enemies know us, but we work to keep the realm safe. We only intervene when necessary, such as this. We generally try to do subtle things to keep things move the dial towards good. But we don't act with great impunity, or just without high discretion.
How much is the scroll worth to you?
It means everything.
How much would you pay for it?
Oh, you mean literally? How much is it worth? Scratches his head. If it is merely coin you want to exchange for it, simply name your price. I will do my best to accumulate the wealth for it.
And we'll hold on to it until you accumulate said wealth?
He looks side to side. If you... he looks up. If you promise not to return to the city and wait a few days out here, I don't know what sum you're thinking of, but if you name a reasonable price, I can get it to you in a day time, maybe. There's no amount of coin... I'll be honest with you, because we're trying to build trust. There is no amount of coin I would spare to protect lives and save people. So simply name your price, and I would exchange it for the value of one's life.
What do I feel like would be a lot of money?
I don't know. Let's take a look at your
1,000
sheet.
gold?
That's like nothing. For
1,000
something that is supposed to be
platinum?
world-changing.
Yeah, what are you trying to appraise the scroll?
Well, I'm trying.
Kinda.
I was trying to think of like
Praising the
necessarily-
situation. Like, how
Yeah.
much do you think you could extort somebody for something like this?
Well, it depends on your morals, I guess. If you're
Yes.
like pure evil and you don't care about saving the world, this sounds like 100,000 gold territory. If you care about saving people, it's probably like finder's fee, maybe 10,000s.
Yeah,
Even
out
then,
of character, I was thinking at least 100,000 gold. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think Oz would be able to come up with that.
but if you believe him at his word, accepting any amount of coin for this is not a good thing.
We're not good people.
Okay, well, I'm just making sure. I didn't look at everyone's alignment. Just
I think we're all evil or neutral.
okay. But yeah, this is like the way he's talking about it. It's like world-altering stuff. So 100,000 territory. Now, if he has that money, probably not. Or who knows? You don't know. So yeah, you were all thinking about it, and as you're thinking about it, and dollar signs appear in your eyes, he looks around at you and he says, I implore you, we are not a well-funded organization. It is purely volunteer. But like I said, I will do my best to get whatever fund, whatever number you say. Because I do want you to trust me. But please, before you give an answer, maybe discuss amongst yourselves and consider that the realm holds in the balance of this. And he'll kind of just nod his head and back away to let you discuss. And he'll turn toward the sea.
He smelled permanently vile. How can you smell that bad and claim to be good?
He said it was his magic that made him smell that way.
And he can't take a shower?
Some stuff might not come off with soap.
I don't know. Bad smell make me think bad person. Even in my worst, most sweaty times, I no smell half that bad.
What if we
What
asked
do you
for?
think about the money?
What if we asked for 10,000 a person? That would allow us to get some new equipment and stuff.
Is that lot money?
Yeah, we
Yes.
could definitely ask for more, but
I'm just saying, I feel like that we don't know how much they have, but if we ask for, say, 50,000, that would be 10,000 a person plus a little extra.
Big smelly man?
what? You think we should just keep it?
I think we should just cut him down.
That has nothing to do with the scroll.
He smells terrible. No one should ever smell that bad.
I don't
Only
care.
beasts smell that bad.
Do we actually know anything about, like, is that true? Like, does someone smelling really bad mean that they're actually evil or anything?
So, you would know the scent of blood and war is a grotesque smell, but Oz has told you that it's something different. So, in mention of that, you can give me a knowledge. Anyone who has knowledge arcana can give me a knowledge arcana. You have it. Nice. Gamix, you have heard about rare dark magic that leaves a scent on someone, only to those of keen of smell. Not just everyday human. They have to be like a dog or someone with like the scent ability could detect this. You've heard of it. You haven't seen it or encountered it, but this maybe is what Oz is describing.
If it's because of magic, it's because of real dark magic. Maybe Oz is on something.
But then why wouldn't he just kill us?
Maybe he not really strong enough.
He has really dark magic, but isn't that strong? That seems odd.
Think where we get this from. We get this from troll people. From troll and bad gobos enslaved by troll. That seemed good to me. I say cut down.
But then we don't get any money.
Get whatever he has.
He mentioned an organization, though. They probably will come after us if we kill him.
More money.
True.
And then what do we
It's
do with
hard.
the scroll?
Decipher.
Seem-
Give to Dwarf Man. Dwarf Man maybe tell us what is. Dwarf Man maybe give us reward. Dwarf Man smell much better and is dwarf.
Does Dwarf Man have enough money to buy this thing?
I don't know. You're making my head hurt. I just think man smells bad. No one should smell that bad. Even many monsters not smell so bad.
I don't know. I mean, your thoughts make me concerned about dealing with him, but it feels weird to just go pay some smell alone.
Well, I got nothing other than smell, so
I also don't like carrying around a potentially dangerous scroll that puts a target on us.
It's a very good point.
right, dwarf man could take.
Are we a day away from Rachel?
Yes.
He said crazy thing about the person that he worked for. So maybe a person he worked for knows something. Or whatever.
I'd rather just get rid of the scroll while we can and just, I mean, what if we take it back to the dwarf man and he's just like, I don't know what this is?
Then it's his problem.
Let's try and get 50k for it.
Okay, if that's what you want. Never get to cut anything down.
No.
Alright, you guys walk back up to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am going to use my diplomacy of the day. Let me roll that up. I think we're coming to you with a very fair offer given how powerful this is. I know you really want it to be in good hands, and the best way to ensure that is to, pay us for it, right?
Yeah, you use your intimidation, and he kind of recoils a bit as you say it in a very aggressive and
Still diplomatic, though.
yes,
as per
but
the ability.
But the ability does say you are intimidating
Yeah.
him still, so he takes a step back.
50,000 is nothing in terms of the power that this could havoc it could wreak, no?
And he looks down and says, I am disappointed that is your answer.
You're disappointed.
This amount of money is far more than I have. It would take me months to accumulate that wealth. Time we don't have.
I guess we don't have a deal
Does the
then. What
scroll
can you
have
offer?
a expiration date?
No, but your lives do if you walk in that city with that scroll. And then where it goes from then, who knows?
You said any amount of money, and now you're saying, oh no, that's too much money. These things don't make sense together.
I thought you were good people. I thought you would consider the lives at stake.
Says
I
the
thought
smell.
you had better perception abilities than that.
Please tell me, what is it that concerns you still? Do you not trust me?
We want the money.
Is that really all that motivates all of you? Those that I saw free and not murder goblins?
We have more to do, and getting mixed up in your stupid thing is waste of time. Giving you this thing if you don't give us something doesn't make sense.
I can give you something, just not that much something.
You said any amount.
I know what I said. I didn't think you'd actually list an absurd amount.
Oh my god, it's not absurd.
Do you have 50,000 gold on you?
Yeah, this scroll.
We could probably get twice that if we take it to the city.
I am telling you, if you take that to the city, you are all signing your death warrants.
We walk in, we say, hey, have scroll, very expensive. Please buy from us. Why troll have it?
That is a good question. If you are interested in lowering your price, I will tell you more. If that's not even a chance, then we are done here. And you can do with what you with that scroll. Although
Information can be valuable too.
I came here in good faith to try and bargain with you. So before revealing more, now that I feel that you are not as who I thought you were, I want you to swear on Arfin that should I give you this information and you deem it valuable, you will lower your price substantially. And by
what Arfin know about whether or not special?
Arfin sees over all deals. If you act in good faith, Arfin will know, and I will trust that you do not make promises to gods lightheartedly. That will be enough for me. And we should define our terms. Substantial meaning I'll tell you what I can afford. The max I can afford is 10,000 total for the scroll. That is all I can afford. If that's not even an interest to you, then we should part ways. But in interest of being full disclosure, should you turn your backs on me now, you will have made an enemy of my organization, and we will be party to the people who will be seeking your heads for what you've done. But I will mean you no harm while we treat and meet this day. If those are agreeable terms, he offers his hand out. On Arfin, I swear this.
Discuss again.
Alright. He retracts his hand and backs away. Turns his back to you, looks toward the water. And you guys can speak among yourselves.
I think I'd rather get rid of it, even if we can only get 10 grand and some info.
I haven't turned to the rest of the party. I'm still staring at his back.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, something's better than nothing, and information can be useful too.
I wish we could know more about him, if we can really trust him, but I don't know what else to do.
He did say you can ask him get more information if that's part of the bargain. Like, that's why you'll reduce the price for him.
I just don't know what.
Yeah, fair enough.
I say we go for it. I mean, obviously it is substantially less, as he said, but...
If it endangers us less, I'm interested now.
Katara?
Lucky? Aki, are you listening?
Why? I'm saying this as loud as I can.
Yeah.
Why you threaten us if you good person?
Yeah, that's obvious. You're directing it to him. He'll turn around and say, I do not threaten. I guess maybe it is a
You
threat.
say us enemy organ whatever.
If you are meaning to let the scroll fall into other hands, you are an enemy of this realm. You are an
Why
enemy
you
of
assume
innocent
we
people.
weep? You spit in face with words.
Those who seek this scroll have walked this land longer than you've been alive. They've gathered more experience than all of us combined. I fear them. It would be a foolish errand to think you could fight them. Maybe you can. Maybe you're stronger than I know. All I know is what I want to do with the
Don't
scroll.
I show you if I'm stronger than you think I am?
He kind of flicks his cape and puts a hand near his component pouch. Make the first move.
There's no need for us to come to that.
We will accept 10,000 gold, and if you agree to answer any additional questions we have, including about why the troll had the scroll.
His fingers are kind of just like this over his component pouch as he looks at Oz, who I assume your grip is tightened on your blade. And
My grip is very tight on my blade. I have the potion like very close to my lips.
Yeah,
In my hand it's like grip, and it's like all in position, ready to go, like ready to swig and swing.
Yeah, it's a standoff, if you will. And he looks to you, Qatar, and says, "If you swear on Arfin, this is your intention." And he points at Oz, and she shakes my hand on it. We can continue in good faith.
I don't want to touch the smelly man. I
Extract
don't want his stink on me.
You will not contract any stink, but I want to make sure the one that's most brazen among you is agreed to this under the gods.
What does it mean to swear on a god that we don't believe in? Like, how does that work?
He pulls his hand back. I thought you had a cleric amongst you, maybe not. To swear amongst the god of fair deals and trade and commerce is to put oneself in his sights. Should you bargain with malintent, his fury will be rained down upon you. So they say. I know not the truth behind these things. I've never struck an ill bargain while swearing his name. I've heard tales of those who do, but they are merely tales and legends. I've heard of tales of people's hair falling out, people starving, even though they consume food, never enough. These sort of things are tales people tell when they do ill will with the gods. I would not want to test it myself. He now outstretches his hand.
Even if you don't believe in the god.
Even if you don't believe, well, it'd be foolish to not believe. We see clerics get spells and power from them. If not them, who? He puts his hand back. If you have enough knowledge to make the deal, I will outstretch my hand, but not again. Do you have any other questions about this?
I mean, stipulation that you would answer all of our questions before and give us the money before we give you the scroll.
I will answer what I can. I've promised to answer more about the scroll, how it ended up with the troll. What else do you want to know? I don't want to promise if it's something I can't reveal.
How did you get involved in this work?
I can tell you that.
What's the name of your organization?
If part of our terms are you agree to never utter its name again, then I will reveal it to you.
I can agree to
For
that.
For this deal, you'll have to shake my hand, not hers. I am the group leader. She will not shake.
Can I at least get a verbal that you are agreeing to this? He looks at Oz.
I do as Aki tells me, or you would already be dead.
Wait, you do as you tell?
Sorry, I do as my do as Kit tells me, or you would already be dead.
I do as I tell myself.
Yeah, sorry.
He nods. This is agreeable, and this is the last time I will outstretch my hand, and he offers his hand to you.
I shake it.
He gives you a firm
get
shake.
electrocuted.
No, he gives you a firm shake. Obviously, you are. What's your strength?
What's my strength?
Yes.
A lot.
Okay. Well, yeah. I was assuming it's
+7.
okay. Well,
25.
okay. Yeah. So he's trying to give you a firm handshake, but you can tell he's a weak handshake compared to like,
21. You were raging, Whitney. Sorry.
You're raging right now. I am just looking for my notes. I didn't think you'd actually ask for some of that. Okay, you guys shake hands, and he says, "On Arfin, I swear it." And he looks to you to say the same.
On Arfin, I swear it.
He nods. That's good enough for me. He puts his cloak back, no longer easily accessing the spell component pouch, aka not being in standoff position. And he goes back to his stump and sits down and motions. "Take a seat. What do you want to know? This may take some time. Repeat your questions to me."
Why did the troll have this roll?
Do any of you take a seat?
No.
Alright, you all stand around him as he sits on the stump.
I'll sit.
He nods at you. Why did the troll have the scroll? We suspect there is another organization at play that is opposing us, doing the opposite, moving the dial towards bad. They are helping the giants and the trolls. The paper comes into that troll's possession, I'm not sure by accident or on purpose. It is strange they would trust such a document with a troll. I know not their plans or intentions, but I sought an opportunity to claim it when you took out the camp.
How did
you know that they had it? Yeah.
I have been observing, watching, getting intel. Some of the goblins that you freed spoke to me. They did not know I was an orc or a wizard. I tricked them. I appeared to them in their dreams. I learned many things.
Wait, so you said you don't know why they gave it to this troll?
I know not the schemes these people have done, but I see an opportunity.
So you don't know what the next step would have been?
No. They are agents of chaos. Perhaps there is no next step. Perhaps this was the final step. I know not. I care not. I care that only this scroll is not in their hands.
What was your question, Dot?
What is the name of your organization? And the other one, if you know that.
Their name is a mystery to us, as I think they keep it quite secret as we keep ours. You are the first people I am to utter it who are not in it. But as he looks up, hopefully Arfin is keeping your secret and you don't repeat this. And in a very quiet tone, and in Orcish, he doesn't say it in common, he says it in Orcish. Nymphea Lotus. And he says it whispering, I just said it loud so you can hear it, but yeah. It was like a very hard to hear, but you hear it.
How long have you been with them?
What year is it?
This year.
That was a little bit of out of character just to see if you guys know what year it was. But he says...
It's 14 something.
Yeah, close enough. He thinks for a moment, he says, I think it's been about 15 years.
And what led you to join them?
There was an event that happened some time ago. I'm not sure if you all heard about it. I'm sure you must have. Many dragons fell this world, this plane. It caused a power ripple in the world. Things started going badly in some areas. Clans of orc and goblin were being corralled by giant. I knew something needed to change. I started doing small things, trying to attack giants, free my friends. I failed many times, until someone from the organization found me, gave me purpose, taught me the ways of spells and magic.
What other questions do y'all have?
What color is your blood?
He thinks for a moment. Same as yours. Are you all satisfied with what you've learned? May I retrieve your bounty and exchange it for the scroll?
Show me you have same color blood.
That wasn't part of our agreement. I'm not injuring myself for you. I've answered your questions. He stands now. Let us make the trade.
You have the gold already?
I must retrieve it, but ready the scroll. You said it was somewhere safe. I assume you've hidden it somewhere. I will be back in a few hours. I will need to contact my associates and get the gold.
Very well.
We'll be here.
You best be. Looks at you, untrustworthy, untrusting. And he just looks at you and says, you may go get the scroll. I will leave.
Oh, you
We
come
will.
in first.
I need to wait for my ride here.
We'll just
Okay.
camp a little ways away.
Okay. Make sure that you're not camping and you're retrieving the scroll. I don't...
We are aware of where the scroll is and how we will get it.
Alright then, I will see you in a few hours. After staring, and if you guys don't leave, he'll just turn toward the sea again. Take a seat on the stump.
Yeah, I actually would like to. I'm just gonna walk away either way if I can't cut him down.
Yeah, so Oz starts to walk away. What are the rest of you?
Alright, Oz, let's get that scroll out of your butt.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys can walk away. How far did you want to walk away?
So, does anybody have knowledge religion? Because
I do.
Oz has some questions.
I actually do have knowledge religion.
You can talk while you walk, but let me know how far away you're getting.
Our deal did not include us not taking it to the city, right? Our deal only included that we would make the exchange of the scroll
In a
for
few
the
hours.
10,000.
I don't know how far we are from the city in terms of like how long it would take us to get there.
We're a day out from the city.
Well, let's measure if you're getting particular about it. You are 20 miles. Yeah, it's maybe half, like 3/4 of a day on foot. I don't know if you have some means of summoning a steed or something.
But no, I don't think I don't think that us not taking it to the city was part of the deal one way or the other, technically.
He just said it was dangerous to do so.
How they could be dangerous? How they find in city more likely? They watch only city?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it could be that us meeting with this guy alerted the other faction. Or maybe they've been following us all along.
How he always know look in same place? How he know where is presently? Like, all his answer was he tracking? But how he know to track right people? How other group not know? How we know he not other group? He smelled bad, like what other group probably smelled like.
Well,
Also,
I mean,
he orc not know value of blood. You prove what you are.
well, it's not like we can use his blood to find out more about him or anything.
It's not what I mean. If he bleed, he show that he make deal. You make blood deal. He didn't know that, but maybe he really different orc. I don't know. I'm very confused.
Well, he told Katara that he didn't grow up the way that a regular orc does, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he doesn't know about blood deals.
Hmm.
Regardless, I don't think there's time for us to take it to the city from where we stopped anyway.
No. Aki, did you have more questions?
Does it matter?
I wouldn't ask if it didn't.
I mean, for what it's worth, I trust your nose. It's just sometimes you have to make deals with smelly people.
I do what I told to do. You want make deal, I make deal. We finish
Alright, well,
deal.
how about you make dinner then?
Very well.
Thank you.
Is Gamix on board with all this?
Oh man, yeah. I think it's a better idea than a massive potential target. So,
Okay. Starts to cook meals. So the party's agreed. You're going to bring him the scroll in a few hours? All right.
Yes.
Unless you have any discussions you want to have over your meal, we can fast forward 3 hours when...
Any of you have paper?
I do. I'll
Yeah.
give him a paper.
I know good right. When you good right?
I'll write something. What do you want me to write?
You make copy.
Of the scroll?
Whatever on it, you make copy. Maybe meaningless, maybe not. You make copy.
All right. I will basically attempt to copy the scroll.
Yeah, you take... Or, well, where do you take it out from? Where is it?
It's in her bra.
I will, no. I will take it out of the cooking kit that I stored in my bag of holding.
Carefully, you summon the cooking kit, you undo it, take it out, hand it to Dot, and Dot, you unroll it and start copying it?
Yes.
Yeah, as you start looking at the first word, it says something different now. It seems to be a poem. It's about a small child who lost a kite and is trying to find it in a rainy day. It's a poem. You can start copying it if you want, but it says something completely different than what you looked at last time.
I will mention that. I'll say this looks completely different than before.
Put it away, and then I'll take it back out and hand it to her again.
Roll me a D100.
Okay.
Ooh.
John, is this going to be a riddle?
No. It's you're handed to Dot after you put it away and you hand it directly to her. Dot, do you read it, I assume?
Yes.
Yeah, you unroll it, and this time it's something completely different, and it starts talking about this random thing you never heard of, but a fancy looking name called Kindriel the Red, and the tale of him apparently seducing a whole brothel of maidens.
Does it pull a random piece of writing from somewhere in all of, like, lore?
I have no idea. But yeah, it's graphic as you keep reading it, so I don't know if you want to keep reading it. You can scroll it back up if you want. Or if you want to copy this one down.
I think Dot will just kind of blush a little bit and just sort of hand it back to Oz and say, yeah, that's a lot different.
So we don't know what this is. Don't know who he really is. We're just gonna give powerful paper to Smelly Man for 10,000 gold because he tell us neat story. Right?
Do you want to try
What
and
do you
identify it
suggest?
again?
I don't have other suggest. I just trying not to be too angry about situation.
Am I able to retry identifying the other school of magic on that thing?
I think we've always said you couldn't, but let me just look to see if that's an actual rule. Let's see.
I think it's under Knowledge Arcana if it's anywhere. Because I don't know for certain either.
Yeah.
Does anybody have Read Magic also? No? Okay.
I don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was thinking it might have been on Gamax's spells.
No.
Because it is a Magus spell.
I just see under determining properties of magic item for spellcraft, they say you can only attempt to understand the properties of an individual item once per day. So we'll just go with that for now. You tried the other day. You can try again. Try and identify the missing aura. Knowledge Arcana to try to learn about the other aura. 26, I believe, is enough. Let's look what the aura is. So many tabs open, so many tabs. Here. Yes, you get the distinct aura of transmutation.
Yeah.
And
Transmutation.
and you see the universal still. So the universal magic and the transmutation are like intertwined. You see the magics flowing.
I think I know the combination spells, but
Well, I'll say, well, it's interesting. This thing has a transmutation aura as well as the universal aura I saw the other day.
So that's how it keeps changing.
what you know about transmutation? Anything?
I mean, just the basics.
What you know about transmutation and things that can make words of things different than other things?
You can give me a knowledge arcana to try and think of the spell. That's pretty limited. Oh.
Can I also try?
Yeah, anyone with knowledge arcana. I mean, it's only a level 3 spell. So yeah, you can think of a transmutation word spell, and you think of the spell Secret Page. You know that it alters the contents of a page so it appears to be something entirely different. I was kind of flavoring it that every time it was something different. It's not really said directly in the spell, but
Well, I figured that was you using the potential prestidigitation that's on it to morph it periodically. If that was what the universal school spell was,
perhaps. But yeah, the basic premise of this, you believe, is to be secret page. And so you would know if it is indeed that's your guess. If it is indeed that spell, you are able to reveal the contents by speaking a special word. You can then pursue the actual page and return it to its secret page form at will. A detect magic spell only reveals dim magic, but not the true context. True seeing reveals that there's a hidden material, but does not reveal what it is. A secret page can be dispelled, and the hidden writings can be destroyed by means of an erase spell. And you would know an erase spell. I think that's... Oh, it's only a level 1 spell.
Yeah.
Bard, Physic, or Wizard. Psychic, not Physic. Brain exploded.
I must use physicism on it.
So, thinking of this, his story seems a little odd that a level 1 spell could erase it. Maybe that wouldn't work. Maybe this isn't the right spell. I don't know.
Unfortunately, my magical understanding just really isn't to the point where I could say for sure what's on here or even crack it.
Well, as I said, I do what you all want.
Let me know when you're heading to the shore.
The only thing we agreed to keep secret was the name of the organization, right? We
Correct.
didn't
He
say
said
that,
you'd promise never to utter that again.
okay.
Everything else he didn't make you promise to keep secret.
Okay. Yeah, I say let's go. Let's get this done.
Unless anyone objects, you start walking, yeah. And it's been a few hours, and you see him there on the shore, looking toward the water, sitting on his stump. You guys keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get close enough to see still his backpack laying there, him sitting there. There doesn't seem to be any gold around. But his back is towards you. Maybe it's in front of him. You can't see in front of him. Keep going?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yeah, you get to, like, behind him. Do you say anything, or alert you to your presence, or are you kind of just trying to sneak up on him?
I will...
Can I try to sneak up on him and...
Sure. What are you trying to look for, Tara?
Just, if anything seems out of place, or if it seems like anybody else is there.
You do now see footprints in the sand, but they look to be your own. You don't see any other sets of tracks. Everything looks the way it was. Dot, you are stealthing, creeping. Is the rest of the party just walking normally? Because you will reveal yourselves if you're not stealthing. Or are you letting her stealth up? You just see Dot, unless you said anything, Dot. You just see Dot, like, go into a creeping stance and start, like...
Yeah, I'll stand back. Hoping
I'll
that
walk
maybe she's
slower.
going up to execute her. Execute him.
Oh my god.
Alright, you guys
with my
stay back.
dagger.
Alright, the party wait is on hold as Dot creeps forward. Give me one more stealth check as you get to within 30 feet. He doesn't turn around. Okay. Yeah, you keep creeping. The sand is perfect. You're not making a sound. And you get to, like, right behind him, and you hear him breathing in and out, looking at the water.
Got our money?
Ah! And he, like, turns around and, like, whips his cloak around, ready to go for his component pouch. He's like, "Oh my god, you scared me! Why did you do that?" Oh,
Gotta keep you guessing.
jeez. The rest of you approach.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, you walk up. He looks at the sky, he says, "It should be here any minute." Oh, it gave me a heart attack. Why did you do
I
this?
thought you were bringing it. What's going on now?
It's being delivered by your friendly raven that you met earlier. Should be here any
raiding
minute.
on a bird now.
It's hard to predict these things, but should be here any minute. And he's looking around.
Why does the bird also smell bad?
Well, it is my bird. My familiar.
Smelly bird man.
Perhaps it inherited my bad choices. And as he says that, no perception, you see the little black dot in the sky approaching closer.
I
He says,
nearly cut it down.
"You did what? Why would you do such a thing? You're a harmless little bird."
It smelled bad.
Oh, thank God you missed, or whatever happened. And the raven is getting closer and closer, and you do see it on its legs is carrying this big box. This raven must be a magical raven to hold the weight, 10,000 gold, or maybe it's in platinum, who knows. And it's
Still a lot of weight.
still a lot of weight. But it does arrive, and it squawks as it's like holding the box up, and it's kind of dropping in. He grabs it, and he kind of weighs heavy on him, and he says, "We've got your coin. Where's the scroll?"
But when you cook, it is important to do a thing. I was told it was called meats and plants. You take out the individual things and you make sure you have them in front of you to make sure they are all ready to go. Why don't you give us meats and plants with what's in box?
Mise en place, but yes.
Right, meats and plants.
Okay.
If you seem to say that I would rip you off when I swore to Arfin, go at it. And he rests the box down, opens it up, and inside you see platinum pieces filling the box.
Can we do a, I don't know, perception to see, like, does that seem like the right amount?
That's a really hard perception.
Yeah.
You're
It
not
should be
betting crack shell.
It should be like 1,000 platinum pieces, but it's hard to tell. Like, it's filled. Like, maybe there's a row of platinum and then it's all gold below. But just looking at it, if this is all platinum in there, it should be around 1,000 pieces. Looks
I mean,
about
he
right.
did swear to Arfin, so if he shorted us,
I'm still gonna take out one of the spoons that one of those mithril spoons that I have,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna like kind of like pour it over like I was working on a stew.
Into the coins, you're gonna like.
Into the coins, yeah. Just take like scoops and pour them on top of other
Give me
coins.
a will save. Yes. You feel a slight sensation as you make contact with the platinum, and yeah, this is platinum. It seems like there may be some residual magic on how he got it here, as he felt that little tingle, but you feel fine, and you scoop in the platinum and platinum.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I guess no. It won't change anything because sorry. I'm not trying to metagame. I'm trying to make sure that my character would notice a difference. An illusion is still going to smell the same, so I'm not gonna like smell that there's a difference between what's in the box.
It smells like metallic, the metallic smell of coin. You can tell everyone you felt to something when you touch the coin if everyone else wants to try touching it. Or interacting with it.
Coin felt funny, but...
I'll touch it.
There is some magic to get it here with the raven. And yeah, you can touch it and make me a will save. Whoever's touching it. And you will feel the same thing. You'll feel like a slight sense of something weird, but it passes. And yeah, you see you can touch them. The coin, you've held platinum before. It looks like platinum.
These
everyone.
coins not going to do something bad to us, are they?
If they did, Arfin would smite me where I stand.
No, you make deal that we take coins in exchange. You no have to make deal that coins is good coins.
I see you truly do not give praise to the gods. The gods don't take kindly to loopholes or things that are not the intention of the deal, not this precise word.
One god does, and one god revels in.
This is true, but in these matters, I believe Orphan has domain.
Very well.
It's not a very funny trick to give you false coin. Not funny at all.
Let me start my meats and plants.
We'll be here for a while.
And I will start taking out my cooking kit and taking things out like one at a time in order to get to the point where I have the scroll at. And it is like, it's so like cheese often comes in like a wrapping. So I will unfold the wrapping and I will like take the thing off of the cheese, and I will hold it in my hand and I will smell both it and the cheese. Does this thing have a bad smell?
The paper?
Yeah, the scroll.
Oh, yeah.
Does it now make my cheese smell bad?
No. I think it might smell bad initially, but if you remove it, it was only in there for, I think, like less than a few hours or something. It won't permanently damage the cheese.
Okay. Then I will fold it up. I'll fold back up the cheese. I'm going to put everything away while still holding the scroll in my hand.
Okay.
But eventually, once I get it put away, I will hand it to Kit. It's your decision to make.
I will say, I just have one more question. Why?
He strokes his
is it
chin.
that the words
Not
on
part
the
of our
scroll
deal, but go on.
Why do the words on the scroll keep changing?
It's the magic to protect the true message of the scroll.
Can
Confuse
you read
simpletons.
the true message?
With time, perhaps.
But you don't plan to?
This is past our agreement, but it seems like you are dealing in good faith so far. I will confer with the rest of my colleagues on what to do from this point, but the main premise is to keep it safe and hidden, of course. But whether we want to read it or not, I'm not sure.
Well, just be careful. There's some raunchy fiction about someone named Kendriel on there.
I've not heard that name in some time.
Apparently he seduced an entire brothel.
It is common of red dragons to be lusted for.
Just
All
saying,
right, well.
sometimes you can't unread the things that you read.
It is strange that you got one of the ancients, a tale of one of the ancients. Perhaps there is more to this scroll than even I know.
I'll pick up the chest of coins and start to put it in my
Yeah, you
backpack.
feel the weight. It feels like, I guess, 1,000 coins.
Oh yeah, at this point I'm just doing it because it seems like she's gonna
I mean,
make
it's
the
only
deal,
20
so-
pounds, so
Yep.
easy for you.
I give him the scroll.
He takes the scroll and he puts it quickly in his satchel and says, "The realm thanks you. I thank you." Go
Now
for
you
it.
disappear, right?
No. Go forth and continue doing good. Perhaps one day I will be inviting you to our organization. If you keep on your path. Do not stray to the dark, friends. Good luck. He whips his coat around the satchel and turns toward the sea, his raven on his shoulder. He seems more relaxed as he sits on the stump again. And you guys can sit here and stare at him or walk away. He doesn't disappear. What would you guys like to do? Do you start heading back to the city?
I'll just start heading back to our camp. I'm assuming we're making camp for the night.
You can make it back to the city if you really want, or you can camp. The sun is setting. But
okay.
It's not dangerous to travel this close to the city at night if you wanted to. I don't know how much of a rush you are.
Part of me just wants to wait to see how he leaves.
Do any of you sit here and wait?
What if
Yeah, I'd be
we
kind of
walk
curious.
Or were you
What
saying?
if we walk off, but Dodd and I sneak back to watch? That way it seems like we left.
Yeah, we could actually just set up camp not far from here, and then one of you could sit up in the tree.
Okay. Who's sitting up in the tree? Or give me some stealth checks to describe to me what you're doing.
Well, hopefully I'm not too noticed, but I would be trying to get up in a tree.
With your shoes?
Yes.
Sure. Give me or
Reflex save, right?
yes, reflex save. Oh, very nice. You felt for a second like you were going like too fast for your boots again, but you actually moved it correct to wherever you wanted to be. Where do you go, Gamix?
Ron, I'm loving these fun little cursed items. I really am.
It's not cursed.
I can't wait to try my boots and see what kind of terrible things they do to me.
I will sneak a little ways on the sand and hide behind some rocks.
Alright, give me a stealth check. To get on the beach. Very nice. He continues staring to the water. How long are you guys gonna wait here? 10 minutes pass, nothing happens. 30 minutes. Starts to get to an hour. He's still watching the waves. How much longer do you want to wait after an hour passes?
I'm just gonna keep waiting until something happens.
Okay. What about you, Gamix? Do you do the same thing?
Yeah, or until I fall asleep, whichever happens first.
Okay. At the hour, about an hour and a half, another half an hour, you'll notice him start to flicker. Like, for a second he disappeared, but then he's back, and you're like, you shake your eyes, you squint, and then he starts like phasing in and out, and then it's like a I don't know, I can't think of what
Projection,
like a dying light,
Hologram.
like a flashlight that's slowly dying. The light starts to fade out. That's what's happening. Slowly, he starts to like blink out of existence.
Does he still look like an orc as he does this?
Yes. Everything goes at the same time. Like the raven's on his shoulder, it's blinking, and the bag on the side, everything's like blinking, and then it just sort of like fades out.
Do I have any idea what this might be?
If you give
Do you
me
take the
a-
item with you when you do this?
Which item?
The scroll. Oh no, we didn't see that. Never mind. Okay, so it's not that.
That knowledge arcana. Let me see what level of magic this is. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Making me look at all the things. And we're ready to wrap up here after this point. I know this is our time. I don't want to run over every day. I'm sorry. Where's the spell? Where's the spell? You're not quite sure. This is some high-level magic at play. You've heard of people projecting themselves, astral projection, project self. There's a number of ways you could have appeared here in this manner and disappeared in that manner. It was not a teleport. It was some sort of phantasmal thing that happened. Something like that. You know, the real him must be, if it was project self, he must be within 200 feet of here. Or so. If it was astral projection, he could have been anywhere. But it's one of those. It was some sort of projection. You're confident. Both of you are confident in that. And as that happens, this scene will slowly fade to black, and we will end session there. I've given you experience for a well-played roleplay session. Not much combat, but you got a lot of experience. And is there anything else before I close this out? All right. Well, we'll pick it up whenever we do. We'll consult the calendars. But thanks for everyone who's watching, if anyone was, and have a good night. The stream is going down.